I just finished watching Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix, and I have to say, this one really got to me. Some parts were a little hard to follow, but by the end, I actually found myself in tears, not just for what Ed did, but for what he went through. It took so long for them to even realise he was schizophrenic, and that part alone was heartbreaking. Charlie Hunnam played Ed perfectly. You could feel his confusion, his pain, and that haunting emptiness. And Lauren Metcalf, who played his mother, absolutely nailed it. You could sense how cold, controlling, and overbearing she was. All Ed ever wanted was to please his mother. Can you imagine going your whole life without a single kind word, being shamed just for showing interest in someone? It really made me stop and think about how much damage that kind of upbringing can cause. What I found so clever was how they tied everything together. The movies Ed Gein inspired, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and even touching on Anthony Perkins and his own struggles in real life. They even went into the darker side of Alfred Hitchcock, which was a total eye-opener. It was all blended together so seamlessly that by the end you could really see how Ed Gein's story shaped decades of horror and true crime storytelling. I definitely recommend watching it. It also makes you realise how much society has changed, how we've become almost desensitized to fear. I remember being terrified when I first watched The Shining years and years and years ago. But this series hits differently because this one was real. By the final scene, I was honestly reaching for tissues. My rating is a 9 out of 10. And now I'm really intrigued about what's next. The next series is Monster, Lizzie Borden, another creation by the brilliant Ryan Murphy. I can't wait to see Ella Beatty Will play Lizzie Borden and step into that role. If his past casting choices are anything to go by, I think she's going to be superb. So it's definitely a wait and see. So this is my rating on the Ed Gein story. Honestly, I do recommend watching it. But no, there are some scenes in there that are going to make you feel a little confused at times, but this is all a part of being taken into the character's persona.